Hello everyone, I'm Aveline. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. So first of all, I apologize. I kind of convinced myself that embargo was today, but it was yesterday. I don't know. I'm a little bit all over the place with dates these days because I am actually currently, when this goes live, I'm in Oslo. I was like, am I on the way to Oslo or have I arrived? So I've just been a little bit all over the place. Anyway, not me physically, but like head. But yeah, hello, hi, it's been a while. Before we get into talking a little bit about this build and also the pack, quickly want to say a massive thank you to the EA Creator Network for making this video possible. And also, if you want to support the channel, aside from watching this video, thank you very much. I do have a creator code with them. It's Aveline, so you can use it if you like purchase packs and stuff. Feel free to, no pressure. If not, that's completely fine. But yeah, it's been a little while. Oh right, yeah, also, I am completely like, I'm so out of practice. But yeah, this is not necessarily the final software, so it might be subject to change, what you see I mean, and just keep that in mind. What I say as well, because I do have a couple of things to note, they might also change before this is released on the 10th of July. I think it's on the 10th. Anyway, I have so much to catch you guys up on, and I feel like I want to do it now, but at the same time, this is not the video for it. But essentially, hi, I'm a full-time student now, so it turns out that being a first semester full-time student, actually for the degree that I'm doing is more than full-time because we have so many group projects, and I don't have an off button. And so I've literally just not had time to do anything other than school stuff. And yes, I am tired. I've also been sick during those weeks we've not had school projects. And so I'm just a little bit like, I'm a little bit out of the loop. I am a little bit out of practice. I sat down and I was like, oh my gosh, how do I even place down a wall? Like, I don't really know. But yeah, I still got early access or early access, whatever you guys want to call this sort of access, where you have the watermark skipping around on the screen. Apologies for making you aware of that if you'd completely not seen it. But yeah, it's there. I still got access, and I'm kind of like, do you guys know I've not posted since March? But I've still wanted to do something with it. I've not had a lot of time to. I am still planning on doing some builds here during my summer break when I'm back from Oslo. While I still have the time, although it looks like second semester is going to be a little bit more chill. Thank you. Oh my gosh, that is so needed because I think I might actually have a meltdown if we continue at the same pace as first semester. But yes, so there might be time for a little bit more content creation. I have missed making videos. I miss just sitting down, chilling, and editing. I've missed like being in the, how do you, like, it's like a routine sort of, like you just know what to do and you're so into it and you just do it, and I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing anymore. So I am looking forward to having just a little bit more time to do stuff. I will say one of the things that was very challenging coming back to building after not having built anything since like end of February. This pack is not easy to build with for someone who, first of all, doesn't really do these kinds of builds normally, but also it's very, oh my gosh, I'm like, ouch, that hurt. Anyway, I am a little bit confused about like, no, not confused. I miss my mods, for example. It's not easy having gotten so used to using Tool, for example, and then you don't have access to it. And then on top of that, because like landscaping for these kinds of builds, it's so important, and landscaping without Tool, when you're used to using Tool and you haven't built anything for months, it's very, very difficult. So it's not like great looking at the end of it, but I did try. I did give it a go. Okay, I will say the furniture as well in this pack, it's very stylized. It's very niche, and it's not necessarily a niche that I am super into, so I try to do something with it. This is also like the test build where I'm like, because I don't do the thing where I sit down and go through everything before I build. I will usually do a build or a couple, and then I'll do the overview. I haven't recorded an overview this time, by the way, because it's been very, very warm in my apartment, and ew. I turn into a puddle, okay, and I don't want to deal with it. So we're not doing that this time until it cools down a little bit. We can do some camera stuff and, you know. But yeah, I've not recorded an overview, so I just went straight to building this. This is me testing out the things, seeing what kind of furniture do we actually have in this pack, and it's like, it's all very niche. There's nothing that's a little bit more versatile. It's all very, very, whatever you want to call this style. I don't even, it's fantasy. Like, I don't actually fully know, because I want to call it cottagecore, but it's not cottagecore. Because like cottage living was cottagecore. This is straight up like, let's put a tree on the bookcase. There is literally a bookcase that is shaped like a tree, so I'm not kidding about that one, by the way. I feel like we're a little bit limited when it comes to, was it floorings as well? I found those difficult to use. At least, like, maybe it's just like my head doesn't work for these kinds of builds right now, and so it looks weird to me that I have to use couple indoors. Like, it doesn't make sense to my head. But yeah, I would have liked a wooden one that was a little bit less choppy than the one that we got. I don't know how to phrase this. Okay. My English abilities have also gone downhill over the last couple of months, because that's what happens when you don't do voiceovers in English. You kind of just forget it. You don't, but I just, you know, these very specific build words, I need to get into the groove again and use them correctly and stuff. There's a couple of cute things. I like these, like, you can decorate windows and stuff with these. I just gave the windows antlers, apparently, because I thought that was cool. But they look super nice around, like, doorways and just doors in general. They just very, very cute. I do believe, if I recall correctly, they light up when it's dark. But I'm not necessarily showing it in this video, so apologies for that. But I think if I recall correctly, they do light up when it's dark, which is very cute. Lots of like plants that you can put on walls as well. I feel some of those at least will be a little bit more versatile. You can use them in different situations, like this piece right here. The glass walls are a little bit funky. I haven't really used them properly yet, but I can imagine getting at least like the very clear one to work in more contemporary builds. I think it would look very good on those, but I haven't tried it yet because I've not gotten to that yet. We'll see when I come back from Oslo what I can come up with, but yes, I do like the glass walls. I just need to test them out a little bit better. Also, I think most of those were actually released with the base game update that came out Tuesday. And there's only one of them that is specific to Enchanted by Nature. Is that what the pack is called? Because I have written everywhere that it's called Enchanted Garden, and I don't know why. I don't know why. I just have it in my head that embargo apparently was on the 4th, and that it's called Enchanted Garden. I am so not a functioning YouTuber these days. Okay, it's fine. I have actually posted a little bit here and there over on the BookTube channel. It's not a whole lot. It's just like sub boxes because I get those monthly still, and that I've not really had time to do much else. But I've been trying to get into the flow, like into the swing of things a little bit over the past couple of weeks, so you'll probably see some more content up over here as well as on the other channel, because you know I have a to-do list of stuff that I want to do during my summer break. It's called Summer 2025. I know, super original. Amazing. Anyway, and on that list I have managed to tick off a couple of things. I have played Expedition 33. We can talk about that in another video. It's amazing, by the way. But that's ticked off. But my point was, one of the things that's on that list is content creation. So we are creating content when I get back from Oslo. I just need, like, if there's anything that you'd like to see from me when I come back, let me know. I would love to know. But otherwise, I've been looking at just houses around. I went to Copenhagen that was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. I've had like a full week where basically I didn't do anything because I have a shoulder injury situation. I don't really want to call it a shoulder injury because it happened while I was sleeping, and I feel like I'm not worthy of the label injury when it's like a sleep injury. That doesn't make sense, right? So I haven't really been able to do much because like I haven't been able to use my arm, and so I'm just basically just like I lost an entire week to just that. So anyways, 2 weeks ago I went to Copenhagen, saw some amazing houses, and also this weekend I went to a place called Silkeborg, saw some amazing houses. So we'll probably do some, you know, old school me Scandinavian houses when I get back. But if there's anything else, let me know. If there's anything with the pack, also let me know. All right, one of the things I wanted was maybe like a wallpaper that was a little bit less cartoony than the printed one that we got, and maybe the one that was a little bit more toned down, because I don't particularly necessarily like that wooden one. It's kind of like, it's a little bit odd. You can see it, it's on the wall with the windows with the curtains. I do like the curtains, they're cute. Very cottagecore. You could definitely use those in different situations, but like a lot of it, like you see what I mean here, the mirror frame has plants all over it. There is the infamous bookcase, which is basically a tree. A lot of this is like very stylized and very niche, and sure, there's a place for that, but if you're watching this video, I'm assuming you want my personal opinion on it. I'm also assuming that you know what kind of furniture that I normally gravitate towards, and I will say I like when things are not diverse, well, yes, but I meant versatile. That was a whole different word. I like when things are, or furniture and clutter and stuff is versatile, so you can use them in lots of different situations, lots of different environments, and this is like very, very niche. So for me personally, it's a little bit overdoing it. I would have loved to tone it down a little bit so we could use it elsewhere. There's a couple of items here and there that definitely works for that, but like, for example, the rug that you can see underneath the coffee table has like a dragon on it and a unicorn, and it's cute, but it's like, okay, so we're either using it for houses like this or very specific, like for the fantasy girlies or like children's bedrooms. Yeah, I don't know. There's a couple of things, but in general, you know, I would have loved maybe like, if we're really going out there with the set, why did we not get a fantastical clawfoot bathtub? Is that what it's called? Like a bathtub with legs, with claw feet? Is that what it's called? I feel like that's what it's called, but I might be wrong about it, because English is difficult. I mean, not really, but kind of a little bit sometimes. But yeah, a couple of things, and then just in general, it's like very, you can probably tell what I mean, because like every single item is like that. And before you tell me, well, the furniture also has to fit with the new lifestyle, that's what it's called. With the new life form, you know, fairies. It has to fit with fairies. The vampire stuff was pretty versatile. A lot of it, like, very useful items in that pack, actually. I feel like a lot of the stuff that came with island living, if that's what the pack is called, because honestly I cannot remember. I was struggling to find the name for it the other day because I was talking to a friend about it. I'm like, what is that? Island, hello, adventures? No, that's not it. But the island pack, yes. A lot of that stuff as well was super versatile. Like, this is like a little bit over the top for my personal taste. I'm just gonna put that out there. I can see why the fantasy girlies out there are gonna love it and they're gonna go crazy with it. And yes, but for me personally, it's a little bit over the top. I will also say, and I really hope they fix this for when I get back, and I don't know if it's like a me issue with my computer or my game or whatever. My camera is super choppy. It's not the mouse. I did check it in other situations. It's not the mouse. It's just whenever I try to rotate, and I hope you've not really been noticing it that much during this video, because it gets worse when you speed up the footage. But it's like super choppy. And it's been driving me bonkers while I've been trying to build with a pack that I'm not necessarily super comfortable building with. I'm just like, why is nothing going my way? Come on, I'm just trying. So I hope that it's fixed when I get back. I hope that once we get out of the what I like to call alpha access, but that's not what it's called. But I hope once we get to my actual game, that it'll be a little bit easier and the camera will be fixed and I can use tool and all that stuff. But anyway, hello, it's nice to be back. That's all I got for today though. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like the build, you can't download it just yet, but it'll be up on Patreon and also on the gallery in a couple of days or when the EP is out, so keep an eye out for it. Also, I'll let you guys know on the community tab, so keep an eye on that. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe and all that good stuff if you did, and I'll see you all in the next one.